Alright, the iceberg should be right in that general area to the left of the sails. It just hasn't rendered in yet. So let's get down there. See how many ships of the dam we're going to have to deal with. I see a shipwreck off to the right. There's the ship of the dam there. I think that was the first couple we went through, so maybe a little more to the left. I don't want this. There's the iceberg there. Yep, there's the rest of it. So we're headed in the right direction here. This is actually the direction the whale came in from. When I went to grapple back onto the ship, I saw the whale coming. He was coming almost. He was a little further over left there, but he was coming almost directly at us from this direction. Oh, when I saw that, I was like, I'm in trouble. I thought to myself, man, this is not going to be a good night. But no, I can get on the ship and get the sails and get underway and get out of here, and no, it didn't happen. Pull the sails up, pull the sails up. I don't know if we can actually load them onto the galleon. Looks like our horse. Is that our horse, our cow, and our wolf? And there goes some more crew members. There went some more crew members. So we need to get into the diving suit. Get down there quick. I hear the sharks. I hear the sharks. I hear the sharks. Let's hurry. Let's hurry. I don't know if the sharks will attack me. Can we actually get these things on the ship rolling thunder? Yeah, they're attacking me. Yeah, they're attacking the animals. I need some poker guns or something. Let's see if I can get these things on here. The horse, of course. Ship rolling thunder. The wolf. There's the wolf. Get on there. They're actually loading onto the ship. Come here, you stupid cow. I'm trying to save you. Alright, I think I got those guys on. Now let's get back on the ship, see if we can get down and get the bears before they die. Come on, come on. Oh, my body. I gotta get my body. It's got the gold on it. Or my bag. It'd be a shame to kill that whale and then lose the gold. Diving suit on. No sharks will attack me unless they're attacking the animals right around me. And he's been beat up pretty bad. Move on to the ship, the Rolling Thunder. There we go. One bear. I'll go get the other one. Yeah, definitely got to get some ladders on this thing. I don't have an empty cargo container on here. Man, I'm gonna have to go down to that island, anchor, move stuff out of one of the cargo racks, or just dump it. I don't know what I actually have in them, but I know that cargo rack has a lot of good stuff in it, or that cargo container. Alright, there's the other bear. Where'd you go, Mr. Bear? He did not go on the boat. Nope, back. Did he go in there that time? He did go in there that time. Ha, you stupid shark. Now I need an actual lantern. I had my lantern on me and I died. Oh, come on. First order of business, make a loom and get some ladders on this stupid boat. I don't know if I have a lantern made, or I'm probably going to have to try to make one, and I don't think I have enough stuff on this ship in the smithy to make a lantern. Maybe we can repair it. Nope, I do got one. Alright. Now let's see what we can salvage. Oh, this ought to be fun. There's no telling what kind of weird position this ship is in. It'd be nice if it just went straight down and was sitting on the bottom upright. But nah, it probably flipped upside down and turned it sideways angle and all that kind of crazy stuff. And it appears to be too cold, and I'm probably going to die trying to do this. Alright, we're down here. Where's the ship? We're down at the wreckage site, but I don't see the ship. Where is my ship? Let's go back up. We're gonna die. That's a dumb mechanic. If you're injured or damaged and you climb up to the top of the ladder, it will not let you climb over the top of the stupid railing. It makes you fall back down for some dumb reason. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hey, it let me over that time. What do you know? So there's the wreckage sign. So if I go off and go down, I should come right on top of the wreckage. So that's a quick way to recover health. Just kill yourself and respawn. Alright, back in the diving suit. And go back down one more time to see what I'm missing. So there's the wreckage sign. So if I go straight down, I should come up on my ship. I couldn't see it earlier. I looked all around. I really just want the gold off of it. Everything else is pretty much replaceable. Alright, we're back down here again. And no ship. We're right underneath where it went down, and there's just, my ship's not here. I mean, I don't understand this. Where is, what is this? Nope, that's seaweed. No, that's not seaweed. So I wonder if when the ship sinks, if it will actually move away from where it sunk at. So we're at the end of the tether now. I'm just not seeing it. So I'm going to say the game has glitched and made my ship disappear. And we're going to die again because it's so cold. So very cold. So I guess what we're going to try to do now is go over to the island, empty up one of these cargo containers. I don't know if we can actually anchor at the iceberg, Maybe we'll try that. Empty one of those cargo containers into some storage chest and come back and try to pick up our cargo. I want to say there was some pretty good stuff in the cargo container, but I'm really not sure. But the fact that I can't find the ship is not sitting well with me at all. I had over 4,000 gold in there. I don't even know what kind of resources I had in the smithy. All that stuff. It just, what a horrible night this has been. Just horrible all around. Alright. Let's see if we can get around here. No ships of the damned have come and bothered us yet, which is really surprising. Is our cargo container still there? Yes, our cargo container is still there. Our ship is just not there. Alright, so it's the next day. It got very late last night while I was trying to salvage the ship and get some things done, and I just couldn't stay up any longer. I had work. So I went to bed, and it is now the next day, and I'm coming back to see if anybody has salvaged anything yet. And it looks like the cargo crate is still in the water, so we're going to try to pick that up. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more trips down into the water to see if I can find the ship wreckage. Last night, every time I went down, it was so cold up here in this part of the map that I just started dying. And honestly though, I did not see the ship anywhere around. Let's see if we can scoop this thing up now. Scoop cargo, float some cargo. Alright, there we go. So we got our cargo back, and I believe we've got a lot of guns, ammo for the guns and things in there. So now I'm going to take another couple of dives. I've got my lantern. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around for ships of the damned and whales. That's how we got in this mess to begin with. Let me get back to the wheel. And I've got to set up a new ship to travel with. I don't know if I want to do another galleon or a brig. I really like the brig. The Poseidon's Bane was performing well. No pun intended. It was forming well. Yeah, no pun intended there. But it was fast. It was maneuverable, and I really liked having that brig. But I think if we set that other galleon up with 5 speed sails and a handling sail on the front, not on the back. Somebody told me if you put it on the front that it actually turns better. So we may set it up, give it a couple of test runs, and see how it works out. Maybe do some traveling on a galleon for a while instead of the brig. But don't see any ships of the dam. Don't see any whale signs. So we're going to go throw it back on the diving suit, go back down and see if we can find this brig. I just, like I say, I don't know if it's, I don't know if it, when it sank, it was going forward, so maybe it sank and went straight on out in front of the flotsam here. I just don't know. I don't know. I know it's not straight down, that's for sure. I just don't see this ship anywhere. It couldn't have went this far out, could it? Where is my... Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, I may have to go move the ship. Yep, we're at the limit now, so let me go straight up. Let me see if I can go straight up and see where we've got to go to. So we did find the brig, so let me go straight up here. See how far away from the galleon we actually are. So that's an interesting mechanic. When the ship sinks, it may not necessarily be directly under the flotsam. And we've probably got pulled back a little bit, so we got to go to the starboard side and come out a little bit. Alright, let's get back into the water. Alright, so we can at least recover some of our stuff off of it. That'll work. The problem is, I don't know if I have much storage. No, don't, what are you doing? Don't get me stuck in the ship. really got to get some ladders on this thing. Come on, Wave, push me up. There we go. Alright. So starboard and a little bit forward. Yeah, the setup with having the diving platform on the front, having to come all the way back here to the steering wheel is not a good setup. I thought it was going to be a good setup because I thought I was going to have a traveling buddy. But Johnny jumped ship, so to say. He's got a lot of going on in real life. And with the time difference between the UK and America, it's just hard for us to get on at the same time, and it's hard for him to spend a lot of time grinding on things, so he went off and started playing single player so he could at least enjoy the game a little bit, and I don't blame him for that. Maybe down the road we'll get back together for some Atlas play, never know. Alright, it looked to be about, I'd probably say about a ship length, maybe? I think it was a little farther off to the starboard side. That should be about far enough. No ships of the damned, no whales. Alright, let's go back down and see how much stuff we can actually salvage. And I may not have got far enough, but the first thing I want to do is hit the ship resource box, see if we can grab the gold. That's probably about the only thing I really need off here is the gold. Alright. Oh, I'm just out of distance here. Just out of distance. Why is it not letting me access anything? Why is it not letting me access anything? I'm gonna have to go move this stupid ship back. You're only allowed to travel so far from that diving platform. We'll take everything out of here while we're going. Get anything in the loom? A little bit of stuff. We'll go ahead and demolish it, because you can demolish everything and get back the resources. It'd be nice if they had some kind of mechanic where you could actually repair the ship and raise it. Maybe put some airbags on it, raise it up, do a repair on it, recover the whole ship. That'd be kind of cool, I think, but I doubt that will be anything they add to the game. And of course, we're freezing to death because it's so cold up here in the Arctic waters. And I don't think I have any storage, actually. I don't know that I think both of those are full. I have anything on me to build. Do I have enough to build? I do. How many can I build? 4. So instead of running all the way back and forth, let's put the storage up here. And I think that might be good enough there. Maybe turn the bow a little bit more starboard. Alright, I think that'll do it. No ships to the dam, no whale signs. Stupid whales. And I may not be far enough to the right. Come on. Come on. Yeah, and I'm dying because I'm freezing to death. That's just awesome. There we go. There's the gold. There's the gold. Blueprints don't weigh much. Go ahead and grab all the blueprints. That bookshelf got destroyed. Why can I not get out the door? There we go. Come on, let me make it back to the ship before I die. Nope, I'm gonna die before I get back to the surface. I really think once you're in the diving suit, you should not be affected by the temperature at all. This just makes it just pointless. Of course, when we get back up to the surface, apparently it's not as cold up here because of the sunlight. I stopped freezing to death. Now I'm just cold. Now I'm not even cold. Oh man, I gotta make a loom. Okay, we're safely back on board with the gold. That was my main objective, just to get the gold. That was over 4,000 gold. So now that that's done, I'm gonna continue to salvage what I can while I can, and I'll come back when I get done and let you guys know how it went. Okay, so we managed to salvage pretty much everything off of the ship. I'm not going to waste time salvaging the actual ship itself for the resources for the wood, fiber, thatch, and metal. We can go back down to M5, gather all that up pretty easy with the elephant and the giraffe and the rhino. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get back to what we were doing before the whale rudely interrupted us. Looking around, no whales, no ships of the damned. We still have to hit one more, this little small iceberg right down at the bottom there. We've hit the top two, we've got to hit that one, and then we can get the heck out of A1. So let's get underway, get back down there, and get back to it. What an adventure this was. I started off to A1, I never thought I'd have to do all of this stuff, but that's what we wound up doing, and that is the game of Atlas. I want to go hit that shipwreck over there, but it's hard to pass up shipwrecks, you know what I mean? I'm not. I'm gonna go hit the iceberg and get back on track. See you guys when we get down to the iceberg. Okay, now that the salvage operation is over and we're headed to the next iceberg, I got a couple problems here. First, the ship is severely weighted down. We're at 21,382 out of 34,200, and I've turned and went with the wind. I've went east with the wind, and the ship's just not very fast. The next problem that I've got is I wanted to get back over to our main base in M5, maybe do some retrofitting on the other galleon with the sails, or maybe build another brig. But of course I want to go west, and that would be directly into the wind. I thought that iceberg would be rendering in by now. No, we're still a little ways out. So no ships of the damned, no whale signs. If you wonder why I'm saying whale signs, that is a reference to Dune, when they were calling the big giant worms out in the desert, they were calling out worm signs. So when I see these big whales, they kind of remind me of those worms off of Dune, so I say whale signs. There's a shipwreck over there, there's a shipwreck over there, and I think what's going to happen is when I get through with this iceberg, no ships of the damned, I'm going to go ahead and hit those two shipwrecks. It's just hard for me to pass up shipwrecks. Even the 3.1 ones, it's just hard to pass them up because it's basically just free gold. You only have to do is dive down, grab it, and go back up, and it's just hard to let those things go by. I still want to go back and get the other ones up there. If I had a good wind, I probably would, but that iceberg, got to go a little more starboard, but that thing should be rendering in. Once we hit this iceberg, we will be done with the A1 region. And really, this episode was supposed to be a lot different. I think I'm going to split it up into 2 episodes because it took me so long to kill that whale. We'll see how that goes, but this whole epic quest to visit every island has just gotten sidetracked. I've gotten distracted, I've gotten sidetracked with doing things, and I mean, I do enjoy playing the game and the different aspects of the game, But I really got to get back on this. There's no way I'm ever going to get to every island. Like I say, I wanted to be the first one documented to have done it on my YouTube channel. I'm sure there's other people out there that's probably been to every island already. This game's been out on PC for over a year, and it's been out on Xbox now for maybe 2 months. Like I say, I'm sure there's other people that have already done it. I know somebody on one of my video posts said that they had, I want to say 4,000 discovery points. I don't know how many discovery points there are that you can accumulate for going to the different islands and the different discovery points on the islands and doing the different things, but you know, I'm sure I'm not going to be the first one to do it, but I'm going to be the first one to do it and record it. How about that? So we're coming up on the island now. Well, not the island, but the iceberg. And I did find out last night I tried to anchor when I went back and killed the whale and tried to salvage the ship and couldn't find it at first. I tried to go back and anchor on the iceberg, but it would not let me drop the anchor. So I had to come down to that island and anchor overnight, and went back and we actually got our cargo back. I'm not even quite sure if I remember what we've got in that cargo container. I think it's just like guns, weapons, and some random resources maybe. I get somewhere and get stopped, I'll be interested to look to see if it was even, probably look in there and there's like 3 pieces of wood. I just don't remember. I emptied out that cargo rack or something. That would be funny. But anyway, let's get over here, get on this iceberg, and get this out of the way. Alright, we're close enough in on iceberg. You guys see any whales out there? Because the last time we started off on an iceberg, well, not started off, the last time we went onto an iceberg, the whale came. I need a grappling hook, a hatchet, and a pick, because I saw a dolphin beached itself over there. I don't think I've ever harvested a dolphin, and I'm interested to see what they actually give you. So here we go. Boom. That did not work, did it? Fell right off. There we go, the Coitorial Reef. Told you guys I was gonna just mutilate these names. No, we don't want to drag the body. We want to harvest the body. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Are you kidding me right now? Well, there's a tuna. We know what they give us. So we're in the A regions. We've got that base in A7. We could make a run straight south. We've got a decent wind going south. Okay, we're finally back down to, I want to call it a settlement. It's not quite a settlement yet. Down in the A7 where we started building. I really don't know the last time I showed you guys this area, but the Xbox character here that I've got, and by the way, I'm looking pretty wrinkly myself there, so hopefully we get to do that Fountain of Youth run soon. But if you guys remember the last time I was down here with this character, I kept getting kicked or dashboarded on my Xbox every time I would come over in this direction. It was a known bug. Saw some stuff on the, I think it was the Twitter account maybe about it, and they implemented a hot fix for that bug, for the crashing while you're in your base in certain areas. And so back down here now, hopefully that's fixed. We're going to run around and do some things for a while and see if it's fixed, but it appears it's still a little laggy down here. The lagginess could be because there's 900 million elephants right outside of our base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elephants right outside of our base. I think that's the most we've ever seen right here. But it was this area right here where I would get kicked at. So anytime I would come over here to do anything, I would get kicked. We'll see if it works. The animals, everybody's still here. Nobody's died. We did travel down and do some feeding. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Look how old I am. Wow, I'm old. Just old. Gray hair, wrinkly. Look at how my wrinkly skin. But you guys know how we like to end the episodes. That's right. So, not a standard episode by any means. That whale showing up kind of derailed the plan of getting back on track. We did get most of our stuff back off the Poseidon's Bane. Now I've decided I'm going to build another brig. Coming down in the galleon, trying to hit a few shipwrecks. The thing just doesn't turn well. If we decided to take out a couple of ships in the dam, if we got a high level one, the brig turns much better to go back and pick up the boxes. So I'm going to spend a day, build another brig. I may do it here. I may go over to the M5 region and do it because we've got more metal over there than we do here. But hopefully by next episode, we'll be ready to get back out and hit a lot of islands. And I'm going to go back and try to do it with a music montage like I had intended to do with this video. But remember, till next episode, game your way. See you guys out on the high seas.